great week. And I hope that you are blessed, guys. Today was a really, really rush day for me. As you can see, the background is a bit different as usual because we are officially in Germany now. I'm not in Portugal anymore. All right, guys, but let's say we will start right away with the call. We already are missing 5 minutes. Guys, this call is really, really special. We have a very, very special guest here right now on the Zoom. You already entered the Zoom call. And for us, it's always a big privilege, all right? So, guys, let's make some noise in the chat. Let's keep the sevens raining. Let's keep the spam raining in the chat because let's not take this for granted. I could lose a lot of words about Mike Sotero. First of all, for those who don't know who I am right now, my name is Daniel. I am 25 years old. I'm working with the Academy for 5 years now. I'm actually a pretty normal guy. I was working at McDonald's and I always wanted more of life. 5 years ago, I got introduced to this opportunity to work together with I'm Academy to learn more about the financial markets, to learn more about investing and making money, work for myself. And now I can really tell you and welcome you to this call. If you're not really used to how these calls work, I can recommend to you cut the noise around. All right, be ready to take some notes because there will be some really, really good information dropped that can literally change your whole life. And yeah, so let's keep proceeding. So I will not be talking the most part of this call. It's going to be Mike Sotero. If you don't know Mike Sotero, he's one of the most watched Go Live educators on our platform, specific in the cryptocurrency area. So he's not only a very, 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 very good investor in the sense of trading the markets, trading Forex, and not only trading cryptocurrencies, but this man lives in the future. To our people that are already in the Academy, who feels this the same, that Mike Sotero, this guy lives in the future. He has like this ball of glass, you know, he can see the future, he can see what's going to happen with the crypto markets. He's like really, really sassy right now on social media. He's been telling everybody, I've been telling you for months, listen to my calls, and now he has the results, guys. He's been into I'm Academy for 7 years now, and he's really a veteran. You could say a veteran in the crypto markets. He's not like doing this for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. He's doing this for many, many years. So he really knows how these markets work. Guys, we don't like to talk about numbers, but I can tell you that Mike Sotero, he's good, if you know what I mean. All right, financially, this man, from hour to hour, when those cryptos are booming, when you see them mooning, there's like one more one more house he can buy, you know what I mean? So it is insane. It's really, really insane. And not only the numbers, guys, not only the money define this personality, but really the humble leadership. He's a really God-fearing person. So for me, even more respect. He always puts God first. I know he's really fearing, and he always has respect for other people. Doesn't matter what this guy has achieved. Doesn't matter the number of money. Doesn't matter the people that are listening to him on stage screaming his name. I know that this guy is never too big for the small things. I remember that Mike was once with us in Zagreb. We had a convention there in Croatia. And he was like, all right, bro, sign me in. I can come help your team. It was a dinner we were having with our leadership, like 15 to 20 people. And he literally was there for 2 hours, like giving us more information, enjoying dinner with people he has never seen ever in his entire life, you know, and just giving value, just serving others, because he understands that to achieve greatness in this life, you should always be serving others. So, bro, I will turn you to the co-host. The team is really, really stoked to listen to you. You can unmute yourself. We are thankful, guys. Guys, give it up once again for Mike, and the stage is yours. Let's go.
Boom. Awesome. Awesome. Well, bro, I appreciate that. And you're back in Germany. No more Portugal. Let's go. That means if you're on this call and you're in Germany, make sure you guys get to the events that Daniel's hosting. And yeah, we've been able to build a friendship over the past couple of years, and it's incredible. You guys have a leader that is, he's actually in the field and he's actually doing what he says he's gonna do. So drop some ones in the chat for him, for yourself, for being here. I'm not the perfect trader, investor, person. I got involved in entrepreneurship in early 2013. I was in high school. I'm 29 right now. Became an entrepreneur, built a business. Business went to zero. 2015, hit a crazy down point in in everything. And then in 2017, I remember seeing on Facebook some people were talking about crypto. It was like the first quarter of the year. Bitcoin was a couple thousand. Ripple was like kind of just starting. Ethereum was pretty low. And I think some of my first positions were like in May or June of 2017. It was probably earlier than this, but I remember buying Ethereum at $87. And I remember seeing Bitcoin at thousands of dollars, saying to myself, there's no way this is going to work. And at the time, there were so many different banks. Actually, let me just show you. I wasn't going to show this, but Daniel's my friend, so I'm going to do it. There were literally some of the most iconic people in the world. I'm going to share this screen with you. Some of the most iconic people in the world that were talking bad about crypto. So take a look at this. You had, just going to show like 2 slides here. You had articles going viral in the world. Bitcoin isn't the future of money. It's a pyramid scheme. Jamie Dimon, who owns JP Morgan, was saying that it was slow. It was a scam. It wasn't going to work. It was a fraud. And I remember being in Ecuador, 2017. JP Morgan said it was a scam. 5 days later, they bought $50 million worth of Bitcoin. And now, you know what's funny? Is now JP Morgan, which is like one of the biggest banks in the world, if you're a guest, they have now come out and publicly said that they have been in crypto since 2014. ONYX. Write it down, Google it. It's on JP Morgan's website. ONYX. It's a blockchain that they're building. It's a coin that they just released. So write this down. First, they reject it, and then they accept it. In the US, there are 3 major like banks: Charles Schwab, Fidelity. These are like people's retirement accounts. They're now basically, they come together like Avengers, and they're doing crypto exchanges. JP Morgan, the same company, now has their own coin, JPM coin, and El Salvador is now literally going to be one of the biggest crypto nations in the world. 0% taxes to invest in El Salvador in crypto. You can buy property with Bitcoin in El Salvador, just like you can in Miami. I live in Miami. People buy houses every day here. So if you're a guest here today, you're probably asking yourself a question. Is it too late? And if you're in the team already, you're probably asking yourself the same question, because put a 1 in the chat if you have your portfolio. Put a 2 in the chat if you don't have it yet, if you don't have a portfolio yet. A lot of 1s, some 2s, a lot of 1s, but a lot of 1s. Okay. Now, here is an emotion that takes place because, we're not in 2017 anymore. Now we're in 2024, and this is the price of these coins today. $67,000 for a Bitcoin. Well, Mike, I don't have that. Well, it's okay. You can buy fractions and you can trade it and make money when it goes up and down. We'll get into that in a couple minutes. Now, here's what I want to ask you. Wherever you live, I'm going to show you where I live and what's happening here, and you tell me if it's happening where you live. In America, this website shows the average price of houses. It's a very easy chart to read. Over time, the properties in real estate, the houses, are going up. But specifically, who can tell me what happened in 2020? Who can remember what happened 4 years ago this week? This week, 4 years ago, the world was shut down. I remember I was taking trips during COVID from my room to the kitchen, to the bathroom, to the kitchen, to my room. That was the trips that we were taking because everybody was stuck in their house. But do you know what happened during COVID? Let me show you. The price of Bitcoin went from $20,000 all the way down to about $4,000. And within 18 months, Bitcoin went from 4,000 to 65, 70,000. Interesting. Now, how did people feel during COVID? Not sick, but they were scared. They were fearful, right? There was a lot of emotions in the financial market and in the world. And if you would have bought, you could see what would have happened. And then same thing happened, guys, last year. Now, it wasn't a pandemic, but guess what happened last year? Over the past couple of years, a lot of fear, a lot of things happening, banks falling apart, crypto things falling apart, attacks on crypto. And last year, I said to myself, I told Maurice Summer, right now, corporate, in February, let's go on a tour in summer and let's go make sure people get these life-changing entries. And that's exactly what, hopefully, we did. We were on tour in May, June, and July of last year, right here. Do you think we did that by accident? No. That was planned. Now, did I think we were going to be this high this fast? No, not really. But that's the market that we're dealing with. Now, to come back to this, there's one problem here that most people will never understand. If the costs of houses are going up, tell me where you live in the chat, and if the price of everything is going up. Just put yes or no, and then put where you live. Hamburg, Germany. I loved Hamburg. I love Berlin. I love Germany. Germany was one of my favorite countries on that tour. I am a big believer of Germany. Okay. Lisbon. Yes. Okay. So everything is going up in price. But let me ask you guys a very simple question here. Are people making more money in your city? Are people getting pay raises? Are people getting job promotions? Are people getting bonuses? No, they're probably not. So, Mike, what is the solution? Is if everything is going to keep going up in price, the house, the rent, the mortgage, the food, what is the one solution that you can control? It's your income. Weak people think they can't change this. Empowered men and women understand they can change this today. So how do you do that? How do we do that? How do we teach that? Well, we do that through this company. We do this through trading. We do this through investing. And we do this through building a business about trading and investing. Okay, it's pretty simple. We help people learn how to trade and invest so they can make money trading and investing. And if they get a good result and they have a good experience with our education, then they build a business like Daniel's done to earn, 6 figures and plus. It's that simple. So there's two sides of this. The investing side of where you can buy crypto assets, and then the trading side. I'm going to focus a little bit more on the investing side for this call because you're thinking it's too late. I'm telling you right now, if you can have a little bit of vision here. I mean, and I'll answer some questions at the end. But if you can have a little bit of vision. Anybody have an Android in the chat? Let me know if you have an Android. Come on, there's not one person that has an Android here. Some of you guys know what I'm about to do. If you have an Android, I want you to pick it up and I want you to find a garbage can. And I want you to just put it in the garbage can, okay? I'm just messing with you, don't do that. But you need the phone, okay? But in reality, when Bitcoin gets to the size of Apple, this will be the price of 1 Bitcoin. Now, look, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting close, okay? I was showing this on tour at Empire Rises when Bitcoin was like 21K. I mean, we're getting close here. It's not that far away. So you're still not too late. And if you really need to have something to believe in, Bitcoin, the price of Bitcoin. When Bitcoin gets to the price of gold in market cap, so money that's in the asset, that will be the price of 1 Bitcoin. So in the chat, really quickly, are you too late? Yes or no? If you're a guest, I need you to participate. because trust me, I've been doing these types of Zoom calls for 7 years, and my phone has been going off the hook. I'm going to literally start charging people to talk to me on the phone because it's ridiculous. I had a friend message me today. He's not going to see this. Good friend of mine too. He's like, man, I'm so excited to start with crypto today or this week. I got $20,000. I said, bro, what? Like, now you want to come in the market with that amount of money? I mean, sure, we're going to be looking to take profit here soon, though. So first, you're not too late. Second, now what's the plan? Okay. How do we build a portfolio? Well, this app right here, it's called SwipeCoin. It's very simple. It sends you two types of trades. Okay, write this down. One is the leverage side of things. So we trade to then make more money to then put it into our portfolio. So for example, there's 3 educators that send out trades for leverage. I'm one of them. So I sent this trade out on Tuesday on Solana. Did anybody catch this? Okay. You get the notification. Now I deleted the chart, but it was something like this. You get the notification on your phone. We tell you what to do. We don't make any money on your trades. We don't invest your money. Everything you make is yours. Guess what? We sent the alert to buy Solana at $143. Our entry was the blue zone. This is what happened. Boom. Now we're in the trade and we hit all of our exits. I deleted the exits. And the market went, okay, the results. Let's talk about results. The market went 3,200 points in the market in 2 days. I mean, at $1 a point, you're making, you're doing well. Probably more than some of your educators in school. Now it's still up like 5,000 points. So the point is you get the alert, you can take the idea. Okay, that's leverage. You can communicate with the educators. And then what my favorite part about this app is we actually help you build a portfolio. Now, I'm going to show you like one past, and then I'm actually, Daniel, going to give your team like some sauce, if that's okay in the chat. Let me know if that's okay. Like I'm going to go into some projects and show you what I'm looking at for the next 12 to 18 months. So here's an example of the past. The past, we can't go back. We can't do anything about it, but we can learn from it. So for example, this was a crypto we called out on the app on March of last year called Maker. We were buying this around $600. I'll just show it to you here. The price of Maker today is $2,700. Okay. I had a student in Mexico, somebody actually on my team, they bought one Maker, one token of Maker at around $550 down here. They sold it at $2,500 and they paid for their rent for like 3 or 4 months. I forgot what they said. Isn't that powerful? Guys, we're not talking, they didn't have to wait like 10 years, I mean, this was a very, very, this was a couple months, of a little bit of work. And this is why I always tell people, like, you need to have an income, you need to have a job or a business because, literally within I mean, like this was like 9 months from the bottom there. I think they got in around here. Less than a year, they were able to do some very, really, really crazy numbers. And this is the zone that we bought in. Market is now at 2,700. My last take profit for this is about 4,000. Okay, that's for one token. Okay, so Maker was an idea that we sent out to the phone. Now, when you get an idea, how do I take this, Mike? Very simple. You get the notification here. This one I sent out last week. This is a cryptocurrency called FIDA, F-I-D-A. The first thing you do is you go to this free website. It's called coingecko.com. I wish they taught me this in school. Man. You go to the search button and you type in the crypto. Okay? First thing you look at is the price. So first off, we need to make sure that the price is close to the entry that we're sending out. So guess what? We sent this out at around 39 cents. Right now it's at 55 cents. I'll look at the chart and see if we can maybe catch something here. But now you're saying, well, Mike, what is this? Why would I buy this? Well, super simple. You scroll down and you go to their website if you want to do some research. Take a look at this. I'm showing you how to fish. Your global domain name service provider. So this is a project that is built on the Solana network. Okay. You guys familiar with websites like domains like danielramos.com, germany.com? Like, somebody bought germany.com and probably sold it for millions of dollars. I'm not going to go there because I don't want it to show up a random website, but that's a business. Okay. And in crypto, you can now buy .solana, .sol, .eth, and it's a whole business, guys. So, Mike, how are we going to make money on FIDO? That's the question, right? Well, FIDO right now, it is a low cap project, so there is a lot more risk here, guys. So please keep that in mind. It's at a $67 million market cap. That's how much money is in the project. There is a pretty much very similar project. Okay, and this used to be at 10 bucks. It's at 55 cents. There is a very similar project called ENS. Okay, this has $67 million in it. This one has $700 million in it. Okay, one is for Solana, one is for Ethereum. Put a 1 in the chat if you're still with me. Trying to keep this as simple as possible. This is where you go to buy crypto websites. Okay, that's how simple it is. But there's different industries, different blockchains. Okay. Daniel, do I have permission to go like a little bit deeper with this?
Yes, you can, bro. We are ready. Give us the sauce.
Okay. I just put a video out on this, so I'm gonna go over here though. Okay, so you need a domain for your wallet address. Okay. There's a brand new project. I personally missed. I did not buy this. I did not enter it. Just came out last week. It's called Soul Chat. Okay. Soul Chat is crazy. Let's go talk about it. Let's go to their website. This is like actual technology. Okay. You could now watch this, guys. You can now text, FaceTime, share screen like Zoom, all on the blockchain without having a phone number. And all you need is the other person's Solana address. Let me show you real quick. This is absolutely crazy. I'm gonna go to their Twitter account and show you. Take a look at this. So for example, I don't know how big this is gonna get, but the attention that it's getting, take a look at this. So this is on the blockchain. This is in crypto. So think about let's be honest. Everything that we use that's sent here can be, it's all saved somewhere, right? You know what I'm saying? Like everything is saved. This is now on the blockchain. Do you see their wallet addresses? The guy on the right here is one of the co-founders of Solana, Anatoly. Watch this. Not really about the audio because it's kind of choppy because we're on Zoom. He's sharing his screen. Insane. Okay, now let's put 2 and 2 together here. Number 1, this is Soul Chat. Yeah, good for privacy, all those things. Where it says wallet address, let's say I want to FaceTime Daniel. You guys see in the top right-hand corner right here, we could FaceTime, or I could call him. Stick with me here. If I want to call Daniel, I'm going to need Daniel's Solana address. Guys, a crypto address is like 30, whatever. It's like 30, 40 letters and numbers. It's a lot. But what if there was a project that you could take your address and put a domain, and it could send, if you got the domain, that would be your address. So danielramos.sol. Oh yeah, wow, there's a project called FIDA that you buy the domain, you connect it to the address, and that is what you would use on Soul Chat. Take what you want with that information. I would be paying very, very close attention to both of those projects. Soul Chat, I'm not going to give you a price because it's still very new. For FIDA, though, I do like a pullback here. I do like, if price comes back into like this 50-cent level, I think it's still so new. Like, we called this out right here. All of our students got in right here. Okay, now it had a nice run because the word is starting to get out. And when the word starts to get out, things happen. Jupiter, this was nothing. This project launched on Solana last week, a couple weeks ago, at 3 cents. It's now at $1.13. If you're a guest on tonight's call, you can't afford to not get on our live sessions, because this is kind of like a little bit of a live session here. When you come on our Go Lives, we're like going in the trenches with you. We're looking at the projects with you. I have a whole course, boot camp, tons of videos here inside of our Go Live session. Now, I'm not really supposed to show this to you, but you know, these are what people are saying about our sessions. Okay, I'm not really supposed to show this to you, but we have thousands of people a week, every day actually, that get on here, watch the classes. I just did a class right now. You guys can see the chat box. Like, we got real people that we're helping every day. Okay. And I was going to kind of make this point earlier. Why should you listen to me? Well, you shouldn't. But I'll tell you this. On November 9th, 2022, I posted this on my Instagram. Bear markets don't last forever. Does anybody remember what happened November 9th, 2022? Somebody tell me in the chat. What was November 9th, 2022? What happened November 2022? It was the bottom for all of crypto. Okay. It was the bottom for all of crypto. Everything bottomed in November of 2022. Bitcoin hit the bottom, the recent bottom, November of 2022, right here. Sent that tweet out right there. So like some things you just can't make up. You know, and I'm not the best trader or investor, but I've experienced these cycles, and I've gone through the emotions and saw my portfolio go, wow, then oh no, then wow, we're back. No, we're not. COVID's here. So I've gone through that. Would you pay $5 a day to learn, from people that have gone through that so you don't have to go through that and you can grow through it? Of course, of course, of course, of course. So you look at certain projects in cryptos like XRP. You may be thinking you're late. I think the party hasn't started yet. I think even right now is a great entry in the 60s, 50, 60 cents. Now, I've been holding this for too long, so we're not going to talk about that. But you got to ask yourself, why is it so low for so long? Why has it been suppressed in this market for so long? So when you get into our exchange ideas, FIDA was one. What's funny is I actually gave out XRP again like a couple weeks ago at 51 cents, and it actually had a nice move. Yeah, it went up 40% in 18 days. Is anybody's bank accounts giving them 40% in their lifetime? Probably not. Okay. So, Daniel, what we can do is we can answer some questions for your team if you want to do that. Guys, I teach multiple times a week on Go Live. We send out both types of ideas in the chats. Let me see if there's anything else in the zone. Oh, yeah, that ENS project. We actually told all of our students at $8 about it. And ENS today is at $22. We sent out the alert down here at 8. It's now at 22. And I still think it'll get to the $40, $50 range. This is very similar to that FIDA token that I was telling you about. FIDA. So that's what has happened. So yeah, let's answer some questions. I think that's the best way to use the last couple of minutes. You guys can just ask in the chat. Feel free. What do you think about airdrops? We're going to get more into it. There's a website here, DeFiLlama.com. Scroll down, airdrops. These are really like the first projects that I would pay attention to. Just click on this button, TVL. These would be the first coins that I would get ready to see if they do an airdrop. Where do I see XRP long term? It's a great question. Hopefully higher than where it is today. But in reality, I think it's going to be $5, $10. And that number is really based off of, let me clean this up, really based off of market cap. Okay, so this is a good point here. You look at XRP, it has $34 billion in it. It's not a lot of money. Not a lot of money in this space, okay? Have you guys heard of NVIDIA? It's a company. They make all of the chips for everybody's computers in the world, pretty much. NVIDIA last week, they had one day where $250 billion went into the stock. One day, one stock. That's like 8 times bigger than XRP. And they had a day where $250 billion went in. So we are very early here. So you look at, let me go back to this. You look at XRP. Do you think XRP could get to where, do I think XRP can get to where Ethereum's market cap is in the next, let's say, 5 years? I do. If XRP gets to the same market cap as Ethereum, one XRP is worth $8. And you're talking about ETFs will most likely happen eventually for XRP. Like this is like, I don't think it's going to happen right away. I wouldn't even bet on this to happen in this bull market. But by 2028, take a picture of the screen. How would I build my portfolio right now? Well, the exchange ideas, the ones that are near the chat, the ones that are near the zones, you have to be very careful with the current market because this thing can pull back. Bitcoin's at 68K. If you guys were on my Go Live on Wednesday, I did talk about, I think we're going to see 62,000 here. Wouldn't be surprised if we get into this level here. And then go crazy. But the whole thing is if this starts to like do this and then does that, then yeah, I mean, I think eventually we will see, no, it's not eventually. We are going to see fear in the markets eventually. Are we there yet? I don't know. Are we in like peak euphoria? Not really, not yet. But when Solana creates a new all-time high and Ethereum creates a new all-time high and some of these altcoins start to go crazy, we will be calling out when to get out on Go Live. Okay. Do you just hold the coins forever? No, we don't hold the coins forever. We have strategies. I actually just created a video in my Go Live session that I did actually on, it's actually the last video right here. Emotions of the crypto markets. So I'm actually going to move that here. So it's now going to be the first video. If you want to know how to exit the markets, this is what you need to go watch today. Okay. What do I do with CoinGecko? It's just really a place for research. That's it. How would you start as your friend who wants to get into it now? Well, honestly, I just told him that I only like XRP at this price. With the amount of money he's coming in with as well, a safe bet is just go with XRP. And I mean, you could get a little Solana, but I mean, this thing can definitely pull back too. So I think XRP is the best out of the top 10 that hasn't moved yet. What would you tell your unexperienced self? Learn to take profits. I really did not take any profits too much in the first bull market that I experienced. I watched my portfolio go crazy and then come back and then crazy and then come back. And then it just took years, right? Years of capital that I could have used to make more money. Maybe you can talk about DCA. Yeah, I mean, guys, the zones that you get are crucial. And picking a zone. Let me give you a great example of a project you guys should all go look into. I've actually been playing the game on my computer. It's pretty fun. Okay. It's called Alluvium. You guys have probably seen me talk about this before. There's like 3 game modes in the project. The current price is $136. The all-time high was about $1,900. There's only 9 million tokens, and the game is pretty cool. But anyways, we called this out around $75 to $100. So here is the key, is what, Daniel, your question is really good, because Alluvium actually went under my first entry. Here we go. So for example, now it's in the profit, but for example, we had an entry, right here, and an entry right here. So if you would have bought right here, yeah, the market went against you. But let's say you had $1,000 and you said, okay, I'm going to put 500 here, 500 here. What that does in simple math, you now have an average price in the middle. So now your average price, that's currently up right now almost 50%. And you can see here, we still have a long way to go. Very simple. Infinite market is just, there's an unlimited amount of coins. All right, guys, last question here. Which one out of all you mentioned today has the most potential to make money? I don't know. They could all go to zero. Everything here could go to zero. Everything has a risk. Everything, there's a probability of all of this not even being real. But the probability is so small compared to such a reward that can happen for those that are educated and that are plugged in. So it's incredible. The last thing I'll say is you don't have to do this like alone, and you don't have to trade by yourself. You have a community of people. Now, it's important though, I might offend some people here, but I don't care. If you're new to crypto, don't give crypto advice. I'm being honest. That's how you can really mess somebody up. Like if you're new to crypto, when I was new, I was not telling people what to buy. I would say, yeah, this is what I bought, but you shouldn't do that. You should go do some research. And even that, most people don't know how to do research. Most people don't know how to do that. They don't understand what you're looking for. And that's where like go live is really important, guys, of coming on the classes and stick with us, right? I can't give numbers, but the students that have been on my classes for like, I mean, not even 4 years, like even just 1 year ago, like who's been in the company longer than 1 year? Let me know in the chat. Like just 1 year ago. I mean, I could almost guess if they're in profit or not in their portfolio. I mean, you know, you really had to show up and do nothing to really not be doing well now. But every bull market, your goal is really just to double your portfolio. And I know that sounds crazy because you hear these stories of people making all this money. Last thing I'll say is do not compare your chapters to other people's books. Other people have head starts. Other people have experience in different industries. I got involved in crypto. I didn't know what stocks were. I have friends that got involved in crypto and they were doing stocks for 10 years. So they understood certain things that I didn't understand. They understood that they needed to take profits. Such a simple concept. They understood that they needed to have rules. And as educators or whatever you want to call us, we've gone through that stuff for you. And then here's the key is after you get on Go Live, after you use the products and services, don't do this by yourself. Because the messages that I'm getting now, like my friend that messaged me, guys, I've been trying to put him on for 7 years. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you don't want to be that person on the other side of that message. Hey, Daniel, what's the best thing to buy? Bitcoin's like at $400,000. And you're like, dude, I invited you to the Zoom call. So promise me that you won't quit. And I look forward to seeing you guys in Europe here soon. Daniel, back over to you, brother. I appreciate you. If you're a guest, get started. Let's go.
Let's go, let's go. Thank you, bro, for your time. Yeah, guys, was a great call. A lot of information in a very, really short period of time. We're gonna proceed in German now. So, guys, if you don't understand German, you can leave the call right now if you want to. Make sure you follow Mike on Instagram. And if you have any questions about the call, about the company, about the vision, just text the person that got you on this call, and from there on they can give you more information. So yeah, guys, we will keep going in German. Leute, das war auf jeden Fall ein sehr, sehr geiler Call zusammen mit Mike. Ich denke immer, es ist immer geil, dass er sich die Zeit nimmt für uns. Und ich kann dir auch wirklich sagen, hey, wenn du gerade auf diesem Call bist und du hast nicht viel verstanden oder du bist vielleicht auf irgendeine Art und Weise überfordert, weil du hast gerade nicht viel zu investieren oder du weißt nicht, wo du anfangen sollst und so weiter und so fort. Es ist eigentlich simpel, okay? Was ich dir empfehle, ist, dass du auf Go Live gehst, dir die favorisierten Sessions von Mike Sotero gerne anschaust. Es gibt ein Bootcamp. Ich glaube, es ist das Sommer-Bootcamp, okay? Also das Summer Bootcamp. Schau dir das gerne an. Das geht ungefähr fünf Sessions. Selbst wenn du sagst, Daniel, weißt du, ich habe kein Geld für Kryptowährungen, das ist nicht unbedingt die Wahrheit. Jeder hat Geld. Die Frage ist halt eben nur, wie viel du bereit bist zu investieren. Und weißt du, der großartige Unterschied zwischen der Mittelschicht und der oberen Schicht ist, dass die meisten Menschen, wenn sie ihr Geld bekommen, sie geben es aus, sie bezahlen ihre Verbindlichkeiten, ihre Fixkosten und mit dem restlichen Geld investieren sie, wenn überhaupt. Die meisten investieren gar nicht. So, jetzt haben wir aber die obere Schicht, die erfolgreichen Menschen, also die Menschen, denen es wirklich finanziell gut geht. Boah, Leute, sorry, falls ich mich gerade erkältet anhöre. Das kam gerade aus dem Nichts, ja. Aber sie bekommen ihr Geld, ihr Gehalt, ihre Profite, wie auch immer. Sie investieren das Hauptsächliche und das Restliche geben sie aus. Verstehst du? Das heißt, dein Ziel ist es, deine Fixkosten zu verringern. Vielleicht hast du mal eine finanzielle Fehlentscheidung getroffen. Ich weiß nicht, vor allem unsere Generation, wir geben Geld aus in Drip. Wir geben Geld aus in Autos, die wir nicht leisten können, und so weiter und so fort. Ja, um vielleicht irgendwelche Leute zu beeindrucken, die wir noch nicht mal mögen. Aber du kannst es immer wieder richtig machen. Und vor allem, wenn du nur 10 Euro im Monat hast, die du übrig hast, fange an, dir ein Portfolio aufzubauen. Ich meine, aus 10 Euro mehr Geld zu machen, ist immer noch besser, als aus nichts zu machen, oder? Deswegen beschäftige dich wirklich halt auch mit der Krypto-Szene, die wir haben bei I'm Academy. Ich bin euch wirklich ehrlich, auch jetzt zusammen mit Raffi auf Go Live mit den NFTs, ist nochmal eine ganz, ganz andere Szene. Wir werden auch nochmal Raffi irgendwann mal auf dem Teamcall haben für uns mit Iwafi. Aber Leute, lasst uns da wirklich vorgehen. Ansonsten, hey, wie hat euch dieser Call gefallen? Wie hat euch dieser Value gefallen, Leute, von 1 bis 10? Ich denke, das war ziemlich nice. Ja, Leute, mit Ripple, ich kann euch sagen, es bewegt sich gerade langsam, aber wir brauchen Geduld. Hat sich die letzte Woche gut bewegt, aber ich denke, das war gerade der Anfang von was Großem. Ihr habt es gehört, 5 bis 10 Dollar ist auf jeden Fall schon eine Nummer. Und du hast keine Zeit, okay? Du hast Zeit, ein bisschen Geld zu nehmen. Immer ein bisschen, okay? Es könnte vielleicht 10% sein aus deinem Gehalt. Es könnte 15% sein aus deinem Gehalt. Und mach dann, was ich auch, halt auch Mike vorgeschlagen habe vorhin in den Kommentaren, DCA. Was bedeutet DCA? Das heißt Dollar Cost Average. Das heißt, wenn du zum Beispiel 1.000 Euro zu investieren hast, jetzt gerade, würde ich dir nicht empfehlen, die 1.000 Euro auf einen Schlag zu investieren. Ich würde dir empfehlen, diese 1.000 Euro auf einen Zeitraum aufzuteilen, zum Beispiel auf 4 Wochen, und den dann zu investieren in verschiedene Projekte. Und bitte mach niemals den Fehler, dass dein Portfolio nur aus einem Coin entsteht. Weil was machst du, wenn du in mehrere Coins investierst? Du diversifizierst dein Risiko. Das heißt, wenn du 1.000 Euro nur in einem Coin hast, hast du vielleicht eine gute Woche, aber die Woche danach geht alles wieder runter. Aber wenn du zum Beispiel 1.000 Euro hast in 10 verschiedene Coins oder sagen wir in 5 verschiedene Coins, ja, dann wirst du merken, dass dein Portfolio Step by Step wächst. Zwar nicht so dynamisch, weil das ist das, was wir wollen, aber Step by Step, verstehst du? Das ist das, was ein richtiger Investor immer angeht. Das heißt, was machst du? Du hast 1.000 Euro in einem Zeitraum von 4 Wochen und du möchtest zum Beispiel jeden Tag ein bisschen investieren. Okay, wie viele Tage wir haben denn eine Woche? Haben denn 4 Wochen? 28 oder 30, kommt natürlich immer drauf an. Aber Leute, dann hast du die 1.000 Euro geteilt durch 30. Das heißt, 33 Euro wirst du am Tag investieren. Wenn du es nicht so umständlich haben möchtest, dann machst du es vielleicht Da taust du die 1.000 Euro, teilst du die auf in einfach in 4 Wochen, das sind 250 Euro. Also nimmst du immer einen Tag in der Woche, wo du die 250 Euro reinsteckst, damit du einfach nur einen durchschnittlichen guten Preis rausbekommst. Das ist aber jetzt, wenn du zum Beispiel viel Geld jetzt zur Verfügung hast und es auf einmal investieren möchtest, dann kann ich dir das empfehlen. Was ich aber dir aber wie es bei den meisten Menschen aussieht, okay? Weil die meisten haben ja ein aktives Paycheck, sei es mit dem Network, sei es in deinem Trading, sei es in deinem Gehalt, ganz normal, dass du immer wieder prozentual dir das Commitment setzt, ein Stück rauszunehmen, okay? Und sei da wirklich diszipliniert, okay? Sei da wirklich halt hab einfach da deine Regeln. Du nimmst ein Stück raus, sei es 10% von deinem P600, P1000, von deinem Gehalt, spielt keine Rolle. Und das packst du wieder in deine 5 Lieblingskryptowährungen. In die Kryptowährung, wo du am meisten Potenzial siehst, alright? Und dann wirst du merken, Step by Step, dass dein Portfolio anfängt zu wachsen, okay? Das heißt, du brauchst keine 1.000 Euro. Du brauchst keine 500 Euro. Von mir aus, fang mit einem Zehner an. Jede Woche ein Zehner. Jeden Tag ein Fünfer, ich weiß nicht, okay? Manchmal geben wir das aus an unsere Raucher hier im Raum. Ja, geben wir raus für Kippen, oder? 5 Euro am Tag und so weiter und so fort. Oder an unsere Shisha-Raucher, okay, an unsere Vapor. Leute, hört auf mit dem Bullshit. Ja? Hört auf, eure Lunge zu beschädigen, während ihr die Möglichkeit habt, eurem Portemonnaie einen Gefallen zu tun. Somit würde ich sagen, Leute, als allerletztes, breathe air, ja? Do some push-ups and breathe air. Leute, aber auf jeden Fall werden wir noch Anfang April unsere P600 Weekend haben. Okay, falls du keine Ahnung, und sorry, unsere P300 Weekend, sorry. Das heißt, falls du noch nicht P300 bist, hast du die Möglichkeit, das Business aufzubauen, zu launchen, gerne auf deine Upline zuzugehen. Okay, und mit uns ein Wochenende zu verbringen. 6. und 7. April. Es wird in der Richtung Hessen sein, Guys. Ich nehme an Frankfurt oder wenn vielleicht nicht sogar ein bisschen westlicher in Belgien. Und wir werden dort sein mit 20, 30 Leuten, okay, mit deinen P2Ks, okay, mit den P1s, mit den P600s. Und wir werden dort gemeinsam dich persönlich ausbilden, okay? Wir werden dieses Wochenende wirklich nehmen und wir werden dich ausbilden. Wir werden dir alle Skillsets beibringen, was du brauchst von deinem Launch, von deinem Einladen, von dem Edifying, okay, was du brauchst von dem Storytelling. Wir werden noch andere Dinge wirklich mit dir durchgehen, was das Leadership betrifft. Wir werden verschiedene Workshops haben. Wir werden wirklich auch bis spät in die Nacht in deinem Raum sitzen, gemeinsam Mastermind, deine Fragen beantworten. Ich werde vor Ort sein, deine Lieblings-P2s, Uplines werden vor Ort sein. Okay, vielleicht kommt auch hier und da ein Special Guest, ich möchte nichts versprechen. Wir underdelivern oder wir underpromisen und overdelivern, oder? Wir underpromisen und overdelivern. Also setze dir einfach das Commitment, P300 zu gehen. Sind 5 Menschen, die mit dir Geld verdienen mit Kryptowährungen, nicht nur du. 5 Menschen, die Information bekommen. Weil ja, du kannst jetzt auf deine Freunde zugehen und sagen, Bro, investiere in Finder USD. Bro, investiere in VeChain. Bro, investiere in Ripple. Aber wenn die Geld verlieren, dann ist es deine Schuld. Weißt du, was du machst, wenn du schlau bist? Du sagst, Bro, finde da, beschäftige dich mit diesem und diesem Coin, beschäftige dich mit Kryptowährungen, okay? Und dann wird die Person investieren und die Person wird dir trotzdem dankbar sein, weil du ihr den Rat gegeben hast, sich damit zu beschäftigen, richtig? Und dazu hast du Go Live, dazu hast du Mike Sotero, dazu hast du Calls wie solche. Also lade die Leute zum Beispiel auf diesen Call ein und so weiter und so fort. Schicke das Recording raus, was auch heute Abend noch online sein wird. By the way, falls du es noch nicht gemacht hast, abonniere unseren Evapfi-Kanal auf YouTube, damit du auch, wenn die Calls auch hochgeladen werden, sie nicht verpasst. Und somit würde ich sagen, Leute, es war auf jeden Fall eine coole Runde. Ich wünsche euch allen wirklich ein wunderschönes Wochenende. We are back in Germany. Ich bin ready, wirklich komplett auszurasten mit euch, Guys, neue Rekorde zu hitten. Und somit würde ich sagen, just imagine what one decision can do. It will always be worth it. Macht's gut, Leute. Ciao, ciao.